So in the last two videos, I talked about secret number one, which is why you've got to keep it simple, Sparky, if you want to build any real momentum. And secret number two, how to do you and why you have to do you and still be there for your family and responsibilities. In this video, I'll share with you secret number three, which is all about how to find the time and resources to start today, not someday. Because most women who are holding themselves back from going for their big dreams think that their time and budget is too limited to actually achieve anything for themselves. But in reality, it doesn't take as much time and money as you think when you're focused. So what do I mean by that? When I first started trying to pursue my own big dream, I thought that I was getting it done, okay? I was sitting there, I was thinking about it all the time. If you watched one of the earlier videos, I talked like how I was becoming a sponge and just taking everything in. And I made the mistake of thinking that all that time that I was spending worrying and thinking and planning and all that other stuff, I made the mistake of not realizing very quickly that I wasn't actually doing anything. I felt like I was doing something, but I wasn't actually doing anything. I thought I was getting it done, but whoops, not so much. Instead, I was spending my time thinking, worrying, planning, and going down various rabbit holes on Facebook and YouTube. And it wasn't until I started actually tracking my time using a software like Rescue Time, which you can download on your desktop and laptop, but also your phone, okay, your cell phone. So it's really helpful because it's always running in the background and it's keeping track of how long you spend on each piece of software or web page. So like if you're spending 2 hours on Facebook and 3 hours on YouTube and 4 hours going through your email, you may not realize it at the time. There are all these holes that you are filling with stuff that you could actually be using to go for your big dream. And it's hard to get a real sense of that until you start to quantify it. So the way I figured out to take advantage of my time was that I did something that I never thought I would ever do because I've always considered myself a night owl, right? I mean, I get up early enough to go to work, come home, watch TV, and then my brain would start working a little bit, and then I'd be a little bit creative and everything. That was my modus operandi, right? I'd go to bed really late, get up kind of late, just enough time to get there for work. And when I made the commitment to myself to start maximizing my time, I did that thing that so many people suggest about waking up earlier. Okay? It was not easy. It is not my natural tendency. But I knew that once I made that commitment and I was actually doing it, I was actually getting up early and making it a non-negotiable time where I would sit there and work on my dream, then I knew it was real. I knew that I was going to make it because I was putting in the time and I would block everything else out. And then, so that's talking about time, right? Get track of your time and how much time you're actually spending doing constructive things versus doing things that are not really helpful and not part of your big vision and are not going to get you there, right? So time is a big thing. But the second thing is, a lot of times we put off getting started on our big dream because we think, well, once I have that new thing, once I get the new paintbrush set or the new watercolors or the new journal to write in, or once I get a better laptop, then I can actually start doing some graphic design, or maybe once I get, the the new whatever it is for you, then I'll start. No, man, I can't afford that right now, right? Like I don't have enough money to get that new thing. So it becomes a form of procrastination. It becomes an excuse. You put that material item as a roadblock on your path to going for your big dream. So that was another part of really analyzing the resources that I had. So getting clear on how much time I'm spending on things was the first step. The second step was getting clear on what resources I currently had available to me. And for example, like for me, I wanted to start drawing, right? So what is involved with drawing? All I really needed was some paper and a pen or a pencil or heck, even crayons, just anything to feed that need and to see if it was something I truly enjoyed or if it was something that just sounded really good in my head, right? So if you want to be a writer, okay, same thing. Like how hard is it to find something to write with and start writing? It's not that hard. You can do it on your cell phone even if you don't. When are you without your cell phone? And, painting or starting a business. Like if you want to start a business, you have resources available to you right now. You can make a Facebook page for your business. That doesn't cost you anything, right? You can start talking to people about your business and start surveying. And there's always things that you can do right now with the time and resources you have to get you closer to your big dream. And it's just a matter of not letting yourself hold on to those excuses, hold on to that procrastination, give in to the resistance, and not go for it. You have to take that analytical eye and be observant of what's going on in your life and what you can actually do, and then actually doing it, right? So that was the third secret. And again, really fast, I'm just going to review. You've got to keep it simple, Sparky, if you want to build any real momentum. So remember, you got to take little leaps, right? You don't have to dive in totally full steam ahead at the very beginning. And it's critical that you do you, because when you are not honoring yourself and living yourself, allowing yourself to live in a way that's true and authentic and feels big and wonderful to you, you are not going to be able to be of service to those in your life and around you. And then today's secret number 3 is looking with a critical and unemotional eye at what you're currently doing with your time and resources, and looking for those opportunities, even if it's just 5 minutes at a time, to focus on your thing instead of checking the news again or going on to Facebook or any of those million other things we do, probably unconsciously. Taking those little bits and those resources that we have right now so that you can start today, not someday. Use what you've got right now. So in the final video, I'm going to pull it all together and share with you secret number 4, how to give yourself permission to go for your big dream. So I hope you'll stick around and watch the next video. Bye.